Hey guys, thanks for joining me on today's video. We're going to be interviewing William Akio. He is a professional soccer player. He played in the Canadian Premier League. He's played in Scotland and is now currently in Australia. Today I'm going to be talking with William about faith and faith in sports. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.
Daly does well to keep the play alive. Akio, great control off of his chest. Into the box goes Akio, still on the ball. Akio!
Here, let's start off just kind of going through your faith. Like, were you always Christian?
So I grew. So when we came to Canada in 2001, look, we got kind of sponsored by Catholic Church, St. Luke's Church, to come to Canada, and we were always religious. I know my parents were always religious. They were Catholic Christian, back in South Sudan. So it kind of got carried over for sure. Like we grew up going to church every single weekend, and like obviously we're young, we didn't really understand it that much, but our parents were kind of like grilling into us like it's good to have faith. As you get older, you're slowly going to start to realize how important your faith is and stuff. And I'm seeing it now, but growing up it was a bit on and off, right? We're kind of busy with soccer and stuff, and I would go sometimes, I wouldn't go sometimes, but I always prayed. That's one thing. I always prayed, and I was by myself and stuff, so I always had that.
And when would you say you started kind of deep diving into your faith?
After my first surgery, like everything kind of just came crashing down. Opportunities with going pro. I was in college at the time, and I didn't have anything to lean onto. It was either like keep holding my faith or kind of just losing it and hanging out with the wrong crowd and doing bad things. So that's kind of when I kind of locked in and just started keeping God a lot closer to me, just through all my
Yeah, that's fair.
hardships. Yeah,
Yeah, we always keep growing, right?
yeah.
Um, Was there ever any motivation behind you going pro, or was it just like childhood dream?
Um, Honestly, it was just because I started playing soccer first, obviously. So it was there was really nothing for us to do, like that was like the only dream that I had growing up. Like I want to become a professional athlete because I was so good at it. And I think having like Victor there, David and Alex, like my younger brothers, just there willing to play every single day with me, it kind of made that dream come more alive over time. And like that's the only thing I remember growing up is soccer, right? And I just never let it go. So it worked out at the end.
Yeah, yeah, no, your family's honestly like super tight knit. I always see you guys posting pictures with each other.
Yeah,
Um, and like you guys are always at each other's games. Like I think
yeah,
it was Alex's final for high school. I think you were there and Victor was there too.
yeah. It's sick, yeah. So like
Yeah,
that's one thing we've always done growing up. We always want to go and support each other, and it makes us play better. It makes us perform better, and I think that's a very important thing with family, is just being able to be there for your brothers, because at the end of the day, that's all you got, man. Family's all you got.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, Going up through like the pro system or even like the minor system, was there any troubles with you keeping your faith?
100%, yeah, 100%. Like when things went wrong, when I wasn't making like the top teams, when I wasn't getting the right opportunities, I would actually be angry with God. I'd be angry. I'd be like, why? Like, why is this happening? I'm working so hard. Like I need you right now, and I'd have battles with him. You know what I mean? Just not. I go from believing to not believing, but at the end of the day, I knew that I always believed. If I'm always questioning, that means I believe in something. But I definitely had my battles.
What kind of, let's say, game day routines or even just normal day routines do you have for prayer that help you through your career or just any situation in life?
So for me, it's when it comes to prayer, it's, for example, if I'm going to a game, if I'm going to training, even if I'm going to training, before I step out on the field, I say a little short prayer. Before I go out in the field in games, I say a little short prayer. When I wake up in the morning, I have my morning routine where I read a passage in the Bible that's just gonna help me get through the day. So I kind of have that, and win, lose or draw, and I've been getting a lot better at this. Win, lose or draw, I'll pray at the end of the game. Before, I'd be salty, I'd be upset when we lose games and stuff. Things don't go well, and I'll just get up the field and walk off. But now it's like I gotta give thanks. I gotta pray when we win, when we lose, because I'm healthy and I'm still alive. So I've just kind of been keeping that going for a while.
That's amazing. I know, like for me, when I'm playing, it's super hard to sort of balance the ambition and the humility because you want to get better. You want to do really good on the field, but then at the same time, you have to be humble with everybody around you.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Hmm.
And honestly, I think it's I think a lot of people they don't understand how important it is to, with what you're doing, especially for us, we play soccer. This is have faith in whatever you do, because like if you don't, like, what are you really doing it for? So I always ask myself that, like,
Hmm.
if I don't have faith, like, what am I doing it for? Like my faith is what got me here, right? So I
Yeah.
just try to keep that in the back of my mind when I don't feel like doing certain things.
Yeah. And I mean, like we're called to glorify God through everything we do, right?
Exactly.
So us playing a sport, whether it's for like recreational purposes or
Mhm.
it's your career, we can offer it up as just a living prayer
Mhm.
of just like it's a physical prayer, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about when like when you don't feel like praying, or you don't feel like preaching God's word, what do you do?
I usually just I force myself into silence because
Yeah.
God's first language is silence, right? So I think we have to sacrifice our own will in that moment where it's like, I don't want to do this. But I mean, us saying that we don't want to do it, we know that we have to, right?
We know we have to. Yeah.
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 So I think we just kind of have to force ourselves to pray, even if we don't want to, even if during the prayer it doesn't feel like we're doing anything.
It's
It
better than
is.
doing it than not doing it, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So playing professional soccer, is there any role for belief, let's say in the locker room, like you bring it up with your teammates?
Um, actually, no, not all the time. To be honest, I kind of because I know a lot of people. I've had instances where we try to pray before games. I remember in college we were trying to pray before games, and some of the players they didn't like that and they got angry and we lost the championship final. And one of my teammates is like, it's because we didn't pray, right?
Yeah.
So little things like that. I don't like stepping on people's toes there. I don't want to be ruining anybody's routine. If they don't want to pray, they don't have to pray, but I just kind of keep it to myself. But
Hmm.
there's always a couple guys in the team that we share faith together and we talk about it together and stuff. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah,
And I think it's difficult because there are people with different faiths there. So it's like you don't want to be
exactly.
imposing your own on them.
Yeah. And I think for me,
Um,
the only one thing about faith is just like the one thing I don't understand. What I'm trying to understand is like I know everyone has different faiths, but isn't it all just the same at the end of the day? Like, isn't there just one God? Isn't there just one Jesus?
the thing is that every religion contradicts, right? So the saying of all religions lead to the same God would be false, but I would say that every religion does hold certain truths. It's just that the Catholic faith holds the fullness of truth, right?
Mm.
So I think that us as seeing and believing that the Catholic Church holds the fullness of truth, we should want to share that truth and
Mhm.
then like not impose it, but like be loving in the way that we share it.
Yeah.
Because there's actually this quote that helped me during my conversion. This Protestant pastor, he said, "How much do you think I hate you to claim to know the truth and not tell you?"
Mm. How much do I hate you so much? Can you break that down for me?
Yeah, so it's like us as Catholics, we claim to know the truth, right? And that truth is salvation through Jesus. So it's life or death. And us not telling people that don't believe in Christianity or don't even know about Christianity, that's us basically condemning them to death because they're living in ignorance. Yeah, so in love, we should be wanting to share the gospel. Um, I guess so far, how long have you been in Australia? It's been like a year, less than a year.
Nah, it's only been like 4 months.
Oh,
I
dang! So
just
it's
I, I
very
just
new.
came here for the season. Yeah, it's only been 4 months. I got out of my injury. After 10 months, I was cleared to play again. It was a tough recovery. That was probably one of the hardest battles of my life so far. This third surgery, and sorry, not surgery, but this third like major injury. And I went down a really really dark path, to be honest. Just wasn't praying, had no faith, was doing all sorts of bad stuff. And then once the Australia opportunity came up, I knew that was God talking to me. I knew that was Him saying, "Okay, there's going to be another chapter in your life where you're going to be able to get all this, everything that you want back, but you have
Mhm.
to have faith in me. You got to continue to have faith in me even when things don't feel right." So the last 4 months has been a lot better. Still figuring out my stuff, but it's going well.
That's amazing. I mean, sometimes God has to break us down before he brings us back up, right?
Break you down for sure.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, we've all, not all of us, but I think most people have reached a really dark place. Like, I know I was in a disgustingly dark place at one point, but
hmm
now
Yeah.
looking back on it, I'm like, my darkness is so poetic to
Yeah.
who I am now.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's beautiful what he can do with even sin. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing. So I know for me, like I grew up in the soccer system here in
Mhm.
Calgary, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. What would you say, like the comparison between the Canadian system and now Australia is like, and what would you want to change in the Canadian system?
Um, the Canadian system is there's I don't think there's be a lot I would change. Like when I was playing in Canada, it was definitely good, but there was a lot of things I just didn't understand, like how the system worked, like just the selection of players to the way coaches coach their team. Really, it was tough. It was hard to kind of be myself. It was hard for me to like be myself at trainings, at games and stuff without without people saying anything, right? That was like the main thing for me personally in Canada. But when I came over to Australia, they kind of just welcomed me with like open arms, right? I was like, I really didn't have to worry about too much. I wasn't getting like judged as much, and I think I'm just enjoying it a little bit more. But I don't know, really. That's a tough question. I'm not sure if there's much I would change because in football, there's endless opportunity, there's endless things that can happen. So you gotta be ready for it. Like when I was younger, I loved it. I loved the game. I still do love it, but I didn't know what was really going on. Now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to kind of see like what football really is. And at the end of the day, it's just a massive business, and you get the good side of it, you might get the bad side of it. So
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of the bad side of it. Now I'm now that I'm in Australia, things are going a little bit better. So.
Yeah. And I think like I'm in sport and rec management right now, so I'm
hmm
looking at a lot of like the systems and stuff like that. And Australia is known to be one of the better systems from like
hmm
going to youth to pro.
hmm
Um, what would you say that Canada would need to do to develop more young players?
Honestly, I think they have to. First off, they got to play the young players. Like, there's so many Canadians all over the world. Like, why aren't they in Canada? Why aren't they representing Canada? Why aren't they like playing in Canada? You see young players, they're leaving at like 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot of them just to go play elsewhere. And like we need to build our country up in terms of football. So I think the first thing is to play these players in the league like the CPL. That's a really good league. Like it got me and Victor out of Canada, right, to go play
Hmm.
at higher levels. So I think we got to play the young kids like as much as you want to win games, as much as you want to win trophies. If you want to build a country in football, you gotta play the young players. You gotta give them opportunity to shine, to show the world, okay, Canada's there, Canada's top, and we have been doing it, but we can do it so much more. Like we have
Yeah,
amazing
I
players.
completely agree.
Yeah.
And what role do you think like the community clubs and grassroots has in building up the future?
Um. Honestly, it's literally all up to them. Like it's gonna be them that change the landscape of soccer. Like you look at clubs like Foothills where we grew up playing, like they do things the right way, right? But I can understand on the parent side. We actually had an interview about this just a few days ago in Australia, building up the youth program. Like
Hmm.
I can understand the parent side. They want competitive games. They want their kids to go to the high level, but at the same time, it's going to be through their help and it's going to be a sacrifice, right? Like that's where the business side of it has to kind of like relax and like not be so serious. And you got to take that hit and you got to grow. You got to grow. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the system here, like actually in the course I'm taking, we talk a lot about how the youth systems they use watered
Mhm.
down men's programs for the kids,
Yeah.
which doesn't help a lot.
No, I think you got to make a separate program for these kids. Like, if you look at the best clubs in the world in these countries, their youth programs are amazing. Like they do everything above and beyond, and I think we're just kind of missing that a little bit. But I think it'll pick up. It'll pick up with more like donations, with more help from people all around the world. I think it's gonna help. So
Yeah, 100%. And like
yeah,
the World Cup coming to Canada right now is like it's gonna
that's
help
gonna be
a
massive.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, I have one question which since I saw the video, I'm like, I want to know. Do you
Go ahead,
remember
bro.
the clearance?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember the clearance. What
Yeah.
it's just
Tell
Right
me about
behind
that.
that going, Akio was trying to make sure it got over the goal line, and in the end, has a goal line stand. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is clearly going in. Willie gets there, and yes, he keeps it out himself.
this is I probably asked this question like no joke almost probably 500 times. Um, so yeah, we're playing the game, whatever. Ball is coming out, ball's like Moses. I'm coming on the line as you can see in the video, and like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, like this ball's gonna come to me, I'm gonna score. So I've already signed my contract to go to Europe, like at this time. So this is my last game for the club, right? And I wanted to score. So as the ball was trickling in front of the net, like we call it, you get your eyes go big and you black out. So I'm going there.
Yeah.
I want to kick the ball in the net. I'm just trying to smash in the net, whatever you want to call it, steal the goal, whatever. Right. This is my last game for the club. I want to end off on a goal. So I'm going to kick the ball, and it hits the side of my toe because I'm not paying attention. I'm just swinging. Hits the side of my
Yeah.
toe, and the ball just goes out like right there. So bad
I
angle is unfortunate, but yeah, that was a very tough moment. It still haunts me from time to time, but it's crazy what that did, you know? Like even some of my friends, some of my family, they didn't believe me. They thought I was match fixing and stuff, and we don't even have like our relationships. Like we don't have a relationship anymore just because of that. So it's kind of crazy, but it's
actually
life. Yeah, of course.
that's dang.
All the hate, everything, of course. Like thousands of messages. I had to turn my phone off for like a few days.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
rough.
it's still viral now, bro. I still get messages now.
Is
So
it dang?
yeah,
And that
but
happened
it is
like
what it
what,
is.
2 years ago?
That was 3 years ago, 4 years, 3 years
3 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. It's okay. Like I've gotten so numb to hate and people just, people being bad and people using me and people being rude. Like I'm just so numb to it now, and that's a big reason why my faith also is helping me because I just lean to God in those moments. I don't lean to anything else.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in those moments it's actually really tough spiritually because
Mhm.
it's hard to take those comments without taking it personally.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, yeah, we're supposed to carry our cross, and sometimes our crosses are very heavy,
Hmm. Yeah,
and we just have to turn to Jesus and ask him for help.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so World Cup's coming up.
yeah.
Who do you got?
I got whatever team my brother's playing for, or if we qualify, South Sudan, but probably Canada for sure because I'm Canadian. But I wouldn't be
Mm.
mad if Argentina won again.
Nah, we can't have that happen.
What? Why? Messi's the best, brother.
No, so you're a Messi fan.
I'm a diehard Messi fan. Yeah,
Yeesh, that's
he gave
rough.
me he's a big reason why I'm professional. To be honest with you,
Is he like your main, like,
yeah,
yeah?
since like day one, once I seen him play Champions League, score 4 goals against Arsenal, and ever since that day, I was like, I'm going pro. I was like, yeah.
That's fair. For me, when I still wanted to play pro, it was the Mexican keeper, Ochoa.
Oh, Troy, hey,
Goated.
okay. I like that.
Yeah.
He was solid.
Yeah, and I don't know why we're still playing him. Like he's too old now.
Yeah. Well, you need a new
Yeah.
up and comer, so.
Yeah, Mexico's pretty trash right now.
Mhm. In what in what in what in what ways like like how did you like what made you kind of take this path, into just preaching God's word? Because I think about it all the time, to be honest with you. I think about it all the time, but it's just obviously hard with being a professional and playing football and just being all over the world. Like I do what I can, but it's hard, because it's almost like I can't do both at the same time. I just This is the way I feel. It's either like you go in all the way or you know, you just I don't know. It's this is tricky.
I think like for me personally, I actually just I reverted because I grew up Catholic
Hmm.
and I kind of strayed away. I came back a year ago,
Hmm.
and during my conversion, I went through this really deep phase of just setting up like meetings with my friends who were non-believers and just talking to them about religion because I loved learning about their religion and I loved
Hmm.
to just share mine. Um, and so through that experience, I was like, I want to share. And
Hmm.
also that quote I told you,
Hmm.
it stayed strong in my heart where I'm like, I want to help others find the joy and the peace that I found in Christ.
Hmm.
And so why won't I go online, go anywhere and just spread what I've come to experience?
Hmm.
And it's tough. It's very tough spiritually because I mean the devil doesn't want us to be doing this.
Nah, the
And
devil's
so
real, brother. The devil's
yeah,
definitely real.
yeah, and he's definitely on the prowl for
Oh,
for
yeah.
us. Um so yeah, like I love talking to people. I love talking to people about Jesus. Honestly,
Hmm.
before my conversion, I was very antisocial. I hated talking to people.
Hmm.
But now it's like the only thing that brings me peace is talking about Jesus to other people.
Yeah.
And I think that like through collaborations like this, or there's like new upcoming podcasts in Canada that are
Hmm.
doing like exact same thing. I think that through what we have, we should do what we can. So like you said, you can't do it like full in because you're playing pro soccer.
Hmm.
But I think that you can definitely do it like through your career.
Yeah.
So like I don't
Yeah.
know if you've seen like the boxers that come out and they're like, I just want to give all the glory to God, stuff like that, right?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean like if you look at Ronaldo and Messi, they show their faith a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Hmm.
100%. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a tough walk to do, but I mean we're all called to spread the message.
Yeah.
Like we're all technically called to be priests,
Hmm.
but like not an official priest, you know?
Yeah. That's
Hmm.
nice. So what were you before? You said you were Catholic before?
Yeah, I grew up
Yeah.
Catholic.
And then now you are a Christian?
I'm Catholic
You're still
again.
Catholic? Okay.
Yeah.
So like what changed? Uh-huh.
A lot, because I was
Okay.
basically only Catholic because I wanted to please my mom.
Okay, yeah, same.
I
Okay,
was
okay, okay,
like,
okay, okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I fell into like all the dark stuff that high schoolers would fall into,
Hmm.
and I was mostly believing that like Jesus is just an imaginary figure that's there to just help us be better people, but I didn't really believe he was God or anything.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Nice. No, it's crazy. Like for me, I think about God, I think about Jesus. I think about all the time, like 24/7, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And I think it's a sign that I'm still trying to figure out. Obviously, as I walk, in this life, it's a sign I'm trying to figure out, but I know he's trying to talk to me. But there's got to be a reason why I think about it like 24/7. Like every second of the day, I'm thinking about it. So,
Yeah, and that's honestly what we all kind of want to achieve. Like,
yeah.
I wish I was like that because I tend to forget throughout the day, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was praying
Mhm.
throughout that time. Um, and actually, like in the Bible, I forget what piece of scripture, but Saint Paul says that we should strive to never cease to pray.
Mhm.
So basically, just pray all day, every second of the day.
Yeah.
So you thinking about it alone, even if you're not talking to Jesus, like that's amazing. That's the goal.
Oh, okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
I thought it was. There's moments where I thought it wasn't like a good thing. Like you're just thinking about it, but like you should be praying more. You should be praying more. But I didn't
Hmm.
even I didn't look at it like that. So.
Yeah. And I mean, like sometimes the devil also wants us to fall into that trap of, am I praying enough? Like I'm not doing enough. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. And
Mm.
sometimes maybe we're not, but that's why it's good to set a good routine, right? Like wake up, do a set of prayers at like noon or whatever. Like have a good schedule for yourself going.
Mm-hmm.
So then you get into that spiritual routine you get closer to God. And it's like I said before, you got to do what you can with what you got. Yeah, and actually, there's this prayer called the Litany of Humility, and
Mhm.
one of the lines says, um, I don't remember word for word, but it's basically like, "Let me become as holy as I should." And so it's basically like, I don't need to be holier than others.
Mhm.
Just let me be as holy as I should be,
Okay.
as holy as you need me to be. So
What's it called? Lydia's prayer. You want to send that to me after this?
yeah, I'll send it over.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, so I've seen a couple of your YouTube videos actually before.
Mhm.
I think it was back when you were, I think when you first went to Scotland.
Scotland,
That's when I
yeah,
kind of that's when I
yeah.
kind of stopped. Um,
Yeah.
what what do you want to sort of leave behind as your legacy, whether it's on your YouTube or your career?
Honestly, I think it's gonna be. I've been thinking about this. Like, I don't. First of all, I don't care anymore. Like what people really think about me. To be honest, as long as I know that I'm doing the right thing for people and helping people, I think that's the only thing that matters. So with me, like I want to leave behind like just something all the younger generation can use. They can take it and they can like implement it into their own lives. So whether that's like just tips and tricks on soccer throughout my life, that's going to be there. Like preaching God's word, that's going to be there. Just helping people. I just want to help people. And I have my psychology degree as well, which is good and something that I want to start pursuing as like a after career thing. So all these things are gonna just come together once I get a little bit older, and I can just put everything together. And I just want to I want to just give everything away. That's my plan. Like I want to just be looked at as someone that just helped the community, created something amazing for the younger generation to take on. And I want to just be there.
Yeah, that's sick. And so
Yeah.
is that sort of what motivated you to start YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube 100% because I was just in a dark place, injured over and over, couldn't play. Like, supposed to get drafted into the MLS. I did my knee, so like all
Mm,
these things. So I started a YouTube channel, and even with my YouTube channel, it went very well. And as I went to Europe, it took another deep dive because they didn't like it. They didn't like that they didn't like that I was doing YouTube. Over there in
mm,
Scotland, that's not part of the culture. Like a kid
yeah.
comes in with his cameras and stuff and shooting content and like he's young and he's got so much energy and it's almost like they were trying to break me down, and I didn't understand it because I was doing good for the club, but
Hmm.
they didn't let me really express myself. And then I stopped for a little while, and then once I came back home to Canada, I started doing it again, and they were nice with me doing my videos and stuff. But a lot of people, they don't like it, so it's hard to kind of balance soccer and trying to become viral on social media with YouTube, because at the end of the day, it's also my part of my job, right? Like I make an income from it now, so it's
Hmm.
it's tough. It's tough with balancing everything with soccer, but I think once soccer passes, I'll have so much more time to really just get a hold of my businesses.
Yeah, 100%. And what if you could leave one message, let's say you're on your deathbed, your last message to everybody on the world, what would you say?
Mhm. Let's say if I was on my deathbed, if I leave one message to the world, I would just literally tell people, just don't worry, smile. Just don't worry, smile. Just keep smiling. Just be happy, because I personally feel life is not what it seems. Like life is a gift. This is just all a gift. Like nothing matters in this. Is It's a gift. You have to literally, like, I look around. I'm like, what should I be doing? I should be helping people. Like the only thing around me is people. You know what I mean? So why not help them? So for me, that's what brings me happiness, right? And by that time when I'm past, I truly believe, I would have lived an amazing life, and my life already is amazing. So just smile, because the more I smile, the more good things happen. So smile, don't worry about anything. When your time comes. Don't be afraid. It's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's
it's
actually
okay.
this quote. I don't know if you know who Father Mike Schmitz is.
No.
No, he's this really famous priest from I think Massachusetts, something like that.
Okay.
And one of his videos that I saw, he was like, "Where is your altar?" And it's basically what you said, where it's like an altar is for sacrifice, right? So we should be looking for our altar in every situation with everybody that we encounter. So it's like, how am I going to sacrifice for this person, even if I don't know this person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think
And
that's
that's
beautiful.
some of the hardest things to do. Like, just like giving yourself to someone they don't even know, or just like helping people with nothing in return. You know, like even sometimes my friends will be like, "Well, what are you doing? Like, you don't know this person," or "Will, like, what's going on?" Da da da. And I'm like, "You guys don't get it. Like, I need to do this. I need to be this way. If I'm not this way, like, I'm not going to be okay in my head and my heart."
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough road, but we all got to walk it.
yeah, we all will.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Well, those are all the questions I have for you. So
awesome.
it
Thank you
was
so
great
much. I
talking.
appreciate it. Let me,
Yeah.
yo, so
Yeah, for sure.
this is Riverside, right? Because I have the app and you can edit up the podcast and everything through this, right? Okay, okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably use it too. Perfect.
Yeah. This is the first time I use it because I'm editing for a different podcast. It's called Coffee, Commerce, and Catechesis. They're also a Catholic podcast.
Mhm.
And they let me borrow it for today. So,
Nice. That's
yeah.
sick. That's sick. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Let me know when it comes out. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for watching the interview with William Akio. It was honestly an honor to have him. He's an amazing guy, and I wish him the best. If you want to follow William Akio, he has his own YouTube channel and Instagram. I'll leave it all in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much. God bless.